We can build, but we cannot scale our business to great heights without a team that's smart, intelligent, and aligned with our business vision and goals. And in a time when it feels like keeping good people is harder than ever, alignment is everything. And we have all seen it on LinkedIn. Leaders are often painted as villains and employees as the victims. But what if we could change the story? Today, we are diving into the story of Sara, an HR director at a fast scaling startup. She is navigating some real challenges, and we are here to unpack them with practical steps you can apply in your own teams. And to make it even better, we'll be hearing from an amazing expert and a very good friend of mine, Dr. Sugato Palit. Sugato is the Chief Human Resources Officer at Globus Spirits and has held multiple C-suite roles in various corporates. So let's jump in and explore what it really takes to build a team that's not just good but great. It took me years of hard work to understand that only hard work doesn't pay off. In the corporate world, it's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter and thriving without the hustle. Hi, this is Hina Siddiqui and I want to welcome you to the new era of the corporate life, No Hustle Profit Leap. We are bringing you a cinematic experience in audio form with real stories, expert insights, and a twist of fun. Every episode will dive deep into the challenges faced by CEOs and business leaders, uncovering the secrets to doubling and tripling your business revenue and your personal income in record time. Get ready for a journey through the corporate world like never before. From financial planning and mindset shifts to inspiring success stories and actionable strategies, we have got it all. Plus, enjoy our new fun segments designed to bring a smile to your workday. Join us as we redefine success, break down barriers, and leap towards a future of thriving without the grind. Subscribe now and be the first to experience the transformation. Welcome to the new corporate life, No Hustle Profit Leap. Your passport to conquering the corporate world starts here. Scene 1. Sara's challenge with misalignment. Meet Sara, an HR director at Velocity Tech. The team is growing fast, but as new people join, Sara's noticing an issue. There's misalignment. Some people seem unclear about their roles, and others are not fully on board with the company's goals. This is one of the most common challenges startups face as they scale.
Everyone is working hard, but I'm not sure if they're working in sync. We can just assume everyone knows our vision, and I need to find a way to get everyone on the same page.
It starts with the hiring itself. You have to define the kind of people you want in your team. A little bit about the softer elements of culture, because very often when we hire, we look at a resume, we see whether there are certain boxes which are ticked and whether they meet the expectations of education and experience criteria. But very often with that, especially with the advent of AI and remote interviews through recorded conversations on video, what gets missed out is the softer elements of culture fit, etc., which becomes very important in the decision-making factor. So that's the first start point. And the energy or the spring or the passion which a person brings, what attracts the person to the job, very often is missed out in the quest for understanding the person's technical details better. So that is the first thing. The second thing is when a person is onboarded, the induction plays a massive role in terms of aligning the expectations of the individual. So one has to be very clear and precise about a very well thought through and organized induction program, which will have not just the vision, mission, and values, but also elements of the culture of the organization, what is the expectation, what kind of not just benefits in terms of salary or perks, but also the kind of lifestyle it will offer, if there's anything beyond like work-life balance, work from home. There are many new age areas, but finally it has to converge to the vision, mission, and values and say that no matter what you do, this is what the organization stands for, and we have to all align. So that is right at the beginning. And every single communication which happens subsequently, whether it is in terms of the work, in terms of the output, appraisal, etc., somewhere has to be cross-linked back to the culture and the values of the organization so that it gets reinforced time after time.
Step one is communication. When teams scale quickly, it's easy for information to slip through the cracks. Sara needs to make sure the company's vision and goals are not just something on a slide during onboarding, they need to be a part of everyday conversation. A great way to do this is by setting up brief weekly alignment meetings. In these meetings, the leadership team reaffirms the vision, shares weekly priorities, and allows team members to ask questions. Keeping these sessions short and direct is key, so they don't feel like just another meeting. Scene 2. Sara's challenge with accountability. Sara also notices that while everyone is working hard, accountability is starting to waver. Some team members are not hitting their targets, and others are taking on tasks outside their core roles, leading to burnout and inefficiency.
We have such talented people, but without clear ownership of tasks, things are slipping, so I need a way to create accountability without micromanaging.
I think one of the challenges and yet most important part of a new employee is getting the JD right. Now, in a rapidly growing organization, things change. It is fluid, it changes over time, the need may change maybe by the hour even. But there has to be a starting block, which clearly a defined set of expectations must be shared with the employee. And say that this is the broad framework, this is what is expected of your role. And this is what is likely to happen. And along the way, we will course correct because we are still on a voyage of exploration and discovery together. It's not cast in concrete. Linked with that, I think also sometimes it is a subset of the values and vision and mission of the organization is giving the big picture as to where that individual's effort contributes to the overall business goals of the organization. So if there's a cascading down effect of saying that this is a business strategy, this is what the departmental heads will do, this is what this manager will do, this is what you will do. And at least I, at my level, will know that if I do things right, this is where it will add up as a big value add to the company's overall business directive. And if I let the company down, then the whole team may be let down. It may not work out the way it is anticipated. So generating ownership becomes very important. I completely focus on two goals whenever I talk to my team members, new or old. First is ownership, because ownership doesn't mean that, hey, listen, I tried to call him or I've sent the mail. Ownership means it's your job to see it through. It is not just about an activity or a tick mark exercise. Ownership also creates a team bonding because there are multiple players who may be required to generate an output. So if there is ownership, and not just that individual's ownership, but ownership of all the players in the team, then probably you get far, far better outcomes. And that's the second O, which we are all working for, which is the outcome. We all, unfortunately, like to measure ourselves by our intent and everybody else by their content. But unless we are very, very clear that, these are the outcomes we are seeking, just by intent alone, a company can't generate it. So ownership gives empowerment, ownership gives a sense of fulfillment, ownership gives a sense of, let's say, authority and budgets or other tools to deliver what is required of you. But outcomes are the real thrills, because then you have a sense of success, you have a sense of achievement, you have a sense of reward, and everything gets linked to that. So that's broadly what I would say it would help in terms of initial alignment and trying to keep things going. And then a very good set of, let's say, ownership and outcome conversations along the way. There are other things also which are not as, let's say, exciting to say, but needs to be done, is basically the KRAs and the evaluation. And typically, many organizations are progressive. do not wait for the end of the year for an appraisal to happen, or not necessarily only mid of the year. So they might have constant conversations once a week, a huddle kind of a thing. Even if it is a 10-minute thing to say, hey, listen, it's a bit of a compass check. Are we on the right track? Are we headed in the right direction? What needs course correction? So that also helps, because by the time if you wait for 6 months or a year to talk about what went right and what went wrong, you may have missed the bus completely, and maybe a bit too late. And people would have, let's say, kind of switched off or not delivered and wallowed in their misery, but that's not going to help the organization.
So, step 2 is define roles and ownership. Sara can decide to make each team member's role crystal clear. Here's a quick 3-step method she can use that you can try too. Number 1, role clarity meeting. Sara can arrange a one-on-one meeting with each team member to clarify their core responsibilities and priorities. Number 2, ownership goals. Together they can set a list of ownership goals, specific tasks or areas each person is solely responsible for. And number 3, check-ins. To prevent micromanaging, Sara can schedule bi-weekly check-ins instead of daily updates, giving everyone space to work in their own ways. These steps help team members feel empowered and clear about what they own, while giving Sara a way to track accountability without stepping on toes. Scene 3. Sara's challenge with team engagement and inner motivation. Sara also notices something deeper going on. She sees that some team members seem to be going through the motions, not fully engaged in their work. They are meeting deadlines and showing up, but they're not exactly lit up about what they're doing. This can be a big challenge because, as we know, when people are not working in their zone of genius, their inner spark starts to fade, and their motivation relies solely on external factors like salary or awards.
I can sense that some people don't love what they're doing. They're just staying because of the pay or perks, but I need to help them find the parts of their role that actually excite them. So that's what we call their zone of genius. If I can help them connect with that, we'll have a team that is motivated from within.
Help each team member discover and spend more time in their zone of genius. Sara can decide to do this by getting her team to explore the tasks that energize them versus those that drain them. So here's the approach she can take. Number 1, Zone of Genius Discovery Workshop. Sara can arrange a workshop where each team member lists out their weekly tasks and sorts them into 3 categories: energizing, neutral, and draining. This helps everyone see where they naturally thrive. Number 2, redesigning roles. For tasks that are draining, Sara can look at ways to realign responsibilities. Where possible, she can redistribute tasks across the team so that everyone spends more time in areas they genuinely enjoy and excel at. And number 3, create genius-based goals. Each team member sets at least one goal that leverages their zone of genius, a specific strength they bring to the table. This way, their work not only can serve the team, but also keeps them motivated from within. By helping her team focus on what they do best and what brings them joy, Sara cannot just create a high-performing team. She can create one that's internally motivated and genuinely passionate about their work. Scene 4. Sara's challenge with team morale and engagement. Now let's talk about morale. As a fast-growing startup, there is no shortage of work to do. Sara notices some team members are starting to burn out, and the fun collaborative culture that the company started with is slowly fading. How does she bring back the energy?
I can't afford to let our team lose morale. We're growing, but we still need to keep the culture that made us great in the first place.
So here's what she can do. Boosting morale with simple but meaningful changes. So here's what I mean. Number one, public recognition. Sarah can introduce a spotlight moment in every team meeting where they celebrate a team member's contribution. A little recognition goes a long way in boosting morale. Number two, mini team building moments. Sarah can set up a casual 10-minute coffee chats where two team members randomly paired connect and share a bit about their week, just to keep things fun and social. And number three, feedback loop. She can introduce a monthly anonymous survey where team members can share their thoughts on workload, culture, and engagement. This would allow Sarah to identify areas for improvement and give everyone a voice.
One more element here in terms of what people are actually wanting to do is also celebrate. And I think that's an important part, because one of the things which Sarah was talking about was team morale, engagement, motivation. So everybody likes to be a part of a listening organization. There must be forums or forums, as you call it, where people voicing their opinions and heard. Now, being heard does not necessarily mean it has to be yes to every suggestion or every request that's made. But at least somebody feels that, hey, listen, there's somebody to talk to, either a mentor or a buddy or a friend at work if I'm junior and new in the organization. Or a larger set of people, how can I access the seniors? Are there any suggestion boxes? Are there any digital blackboards or canvases where I can write? Or can I mail? Or can I even, in a very happy situation, have a town hall where I can raise my hand no matter how senior or junior I am and expect to be heard? And that's probably 90% of the problem solved. I mean, there are decisions companies have to take, whether it is a yes or a no or a maybe later. But that exchange of conversation keeps one engaged and involved and belonged. So yeah, and then as I was saying, the whole part of the team morale is celebrations, because you can't just be serious all the time, and there's always fun at the workplace, where the human resources function or culturally the leadership team play a very active part. And it could be a simple birthday celebration to a larger party, or the various all over the world. Every country has various festivals and celebrations, whether it's New Year or Christmas or whatever it be, in whichever part of the world you are. To celebrate that, respect diversity, make sure that everybody is given equal respect, equal feeling of belongingness in the organization. So that's another part, and absolutely zero discrimination based on any kind of gender or sexual preference or race or religion or caste or any other format of discrimination. That helps significantly.
These are small but impactful ways to keep morale high, create moments of connection, and maintain that positive culture.
So, how can we bring some fun to our work environment?
So, what else? I mean, in terms of fun at work environment, I think one of the things which we've done very well is involve the employees themselves in coming up with ideas what would make them happy. Usually what happens is, most of us at times, dish out something to employees without, in our own estimate, assuming that that'll bring them joy. But sometimes the simplest of things, I mean, you don't have to have a big budget, but if you have a scheme like you saying that the best and the neatest workplace or the tidiest kind of desk, etc. And these are ideas which, if the employees come up with themselves and let's say encourage them and do it and execute it, it's a great joy. They feel that, hey, listen, I'm a part of something, I'm a part of the culture. There are very innovative things which companies do. Sometimes if somebody is running short on leave balance, for example, others can donate their leaves. So it actually fosters well-being. So if somebody is having a hard time because of health or other issues, and instead of leave without pay, other people say, hey, listen, I've got extra leaves, I don't need them, so you can have them. So I'm just giving you a couple of simple examples, but this really keeps the vibrancy up. And I think also for the younger generations who are newly joined an organization, I think many companies have done something very smartly, is treated or made that organization an extension of the campus life. So whatever they used to do in the campus, the kind of food, the kind of celebrations, the kind of let's say the interactions, the informal clubs and associations they had, whether it's a movie club or a reading club or anything, a sports club. So they have inculcated that into the culture for the younger generation. And so the transition is smoother, people feel more comfortable and relaxed. And the good part is the existing employees and somebody who are some others who've been more senior in the organization, been there longer and kind of faded in some sense and jaded over time. They also feel energized and motivated. And they draw energy from the younger lot and kind of feel happy and really happy to be a part of it. So it works both ways. It's not just a one-sided kind of thing. I mean, most of the new learnings, most of the new energy, most of the new positivity and the tempo come from the younger lot into the existing lot. And obviously the existing lot will pass on their wisdom, their experience, their support, insights. So I think that really helps.
So there we have it. Sara can tackle some of the biggest challenges that startups face as they grow: misalignment, accountability, morale, fun at their workplace. And the solutions she can use are simple steps that even you can apply in your own teams to build a stronger and fun culture.
It's fun time!
All right, so guys and girls, it's time to loosen those ties and kick back for my favorite part of the show, the fun segment. And today we are talking about corporate confessions, team edition, the unfiltered truth. Here, let's reveal the quirks, mishaps, and whoops moment that every team has but never openly admits. Don't worry, no names mentioned, and it's all in good fun. Confession 1. The I'm on mute motivational speaker. The mute button. Every team has that one person who goes off on an inspiring monologue, pouring their heart out, only for everyone to see them mouthing words in complete silence. 15 seconds in, someone finally speaks up. I think you are on mute. And the motivational magic is gone. Confession number 2. The oops, wrong chat, oversharer. Here's a classic. It starts with a message popping up in the team chat. Oh my god, I can't stand these meetings. 5 seconds later, oops, wrong chat. Now they're stuck awkwardly backtracking, saying things like, haha, just kidding, love these meetings, nice save, not. Confession number 3, the professional internet connection faker. You know this one. Whenever there is a tough question or a report due, this person's connection mysteriously goes wonky. They freeze mid-sentence with a painfully awkward face on the screen. I think, freeze. You are breaking up. Sure, we believe you, but next time maybe mix it up with an accidental leave instead. Confession number 4, the deadline ducker. Every team has a deadline ducker. You know, the one who's miraculously busy whenever there is a deadline looming. Oh, did you mean this Friday? I thought it was next month, but don't worry, I'll definitely help. Right after you're finished. Confession number 5, the back-to-back meeting survivor. This one's impressive. They survive 6 straight hours of back-to-back Zoom meetings with only coffee breaks and deadpan expressions. But the last meeting, they are practically a screen zombie nodding on autopilot. But beware, the day someone says you are muted and they are not, we are in for some real honesty. Confession number 6, the spreadsheet DJ. This is the teammate who loves a good spreadsheet, like really loves it. They don't just track data, they add colors, animations, maybe even background music. Last week they added pie chart, explosions, and music cues to their presentation. A plus for effort, but next time, maybe just an email update. So how many of these do you recognize, or dare I ask, how many are actually you? Don't worry, we have all been guilty of one of these at some point. But hey, these quirks are what make every team unique and sometimes hilarious. Thank you for joining me on the Corporate Life podcast, remember, building a high performing team takes intention, communication, and a lot of creativity. Now I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep taking those fearless, bold steps towards building a business that excites you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn and let me know what is your creative idea to turn your team into a high performance team. Stay happy and safe. If you loved what you heard, don't forget to hit subscribe, share the wisdom, and throw in a cheeky review.